Last week's episode of SmackDown ended in a very MCU post-credit scene. After getting beaten down by the Bloodline 2.0 and their brand new quote-unquote member, well, at least member of the War Games team, Big Bronson Reed, Roman Reigns found himself backstage and he was going to make a call to his wise man, Paul Heyman, only to find out that the number was disconnected. He couldn't reach his wise man. And that's how SmackDown ended last week. So tonight on the Blue Brand, we have to continue this drama backstage, this entire chaotic search for a fifth member when it comes to the OG Bloodline. And they've knocked on so many doors at this point that it's very clear that there's only going to be one man for the job. And it makes logical sense, because this man has been embroiled in a hot feud, hot rivalry. He just beat Big Bronson Reed at Crown Jewel. And this man is Seth freaking Rollins. Even though he spent 2-3 weeks in the past, or the past 2-3 weeks rather, that's a better way of phrasing it, telling the Usos and telling Sami Zayn that he will never team with Roman Reigns again, it just makes sense that Seth frickin' Rollins is going to be the fifth man when it comes to War Games. Number one, because Big Bronson Reed is involved on the other side. And number two, because much like when Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, the current WWE champion, joined forces with Roman Reigns to face off against this brand new threat, this, for lack of a better term, dollar store bloodline, which again, it's a prerogative term, but not Bloodline 2.0 is a real threat. Rollins would rather have, anybody on that roster would rather have the devil that they know in the OG Bloodline rather than the brand new devil on the scene when it comes to Bloodline 2.0. And Paul Heyman, the wise man, is a very, very key factor in bringing Seth freaking Rollins into the fold. Because the wise man can do what he does best, be wise, and talk some sense into Seth freaking Rollins. And not only that, Cody Rhodes already showed him the way. He already showed him, look, I don't agree with Roman Reigns. He's not my friend. But the enemy of my enemy is my friend for the moment, is my ally at this moment in time. And he did that. He tagged with the tribal chief. So why not do the same? And I agree with the IWC. I agree with social media and the fact that Rollins is acting like he didn't create the monster that Roman Reigns is now. Rollins is acting like he didn't throw the first chair shot between these two former brothers. And that's some sense that the wise man, Paul Heyman, is going to talk into Seth freaking Rollins and convince him to join this war. It doesn't mean Rollins has to be friends or put the past behind him with Reigns and be allies. Just like Cody Rhodes didn't do that, Rollins will definitely not do that. But for this moment, to try to get rid of this threat, they gotta work together. And one last note. Again, I agree with social media on the fact that Rollins created the monster that Roman Reigns is right now. I don't agree with social media. I don't agree with the IWC and the fact that Roman Reigns has to go out there and apologize to Main Event Jey Uso and apologize to Sami Zayn, and apologize to Seth freaking Rollins, and apologize to Cody Rhodes, and apologize to every single person, every single wrestler that he did a wrong to in the past. Number one, it wasn't personal. It was business. And number two, because him doing that makes him look like a chump. It makes him look like a jabroni. It changes his character completely. It's the equivalent of him pandering to the crowd and being John Cena, Hulk Hogan-esque. When the fact of the matter is, fans want the tribal chief as a babyface because he was a ruthless tribal chief and that was badass. Much like The Rock did back in the 90s. When he went from the corporate champ to the people's champ, he barely changed the way he acted. And the fans loved him for that. If you have Roman Reigns apologizing to all these people and pandering to the crowd, that's gonna eliminate his entire aura with the fans. And all because pro wrestling fans and the IWC and social media justice warriors want to go out there and just be that, social justice warriors. Hell no, that's not how characters work. To put it frank, the Kingpin, he's not going to apologize or ever put the past behind him when it comes to the Daredevil or Spider-Man or anything when he's working with them. No, he's going to still be the Kingpin. He's going to do what has to be done. The exact same thing with Roman Reigns. He is a tribal chief. He doesn't apologize. He's not going to change for no one. And for now, he's working with the people he wronged in the past. It's as simple as that, and it makes for great television. Again, those are my thoughts. So what do you think? Do you think Seth freaking Rollins must join the OG Bloodline in this fight against the brand new Solo Sikoa led stable? Or do you think maybe they should try and look for a CM Punk? Maybe they should try and have Drew McIntyre. Well, again, very unlikely. Maybe they should have, again, a name that nobody likes, but I'm going to throw it in the hat. After all, Paul Heyman, he is a Paul Heyman guy. Former advocate of this man, Brock Lesnar. Why not? Leave your thoughts, comments, and predictions in the comments section below. My name is Alexis Carrillo. This has been Wrestling Talk, and I'll see you next time.